Have you ever wondered why the modern world often feels like it's falling apart, even though almost no one actually wants it to? To understand why, we need to look at a concept from systems theory called a multipolar trap. Imagine a river with 8 identical factories built along its banks. Every single factory owner wants clean water. They drink it and their children swim in it. But filtering out waste is expensive. If one owner decides to do the right thing and stop polluting, their operating costs immediately go up. Meanwhile, the other 7 keep dumping waste into the river, which keeps their products cheap. That clean factory goes out of business. The only rational way to survive is to keep polluting. The river dies, and every factory owner watches it happen. No villain was required. No grand conspiracy orchestrated the collapse. Everyone simply made the most logical move available to them. Society operates by that exact same logic. We live on a chessboard where every piece is caught in a trap built by its own basic survival instincts. Take the billionaire class, the kings of the board. They do not operate as a unified, secretive cabal. Individual oligarchs compete ferociously against each other for market share, for talent, and for political dominance. If one billionaire voluntarily accepts higher taxation or stops pouring money into lobbying, they immediately lose ground to a rival who keeps spending. They capture regulatory space because the alternative is losing out to someone who didn't stop. Then you have the rooks, our military establishments, intelligence services, and law enforcement agencies. Their trap operates entirely on the inside. A police department that totally eliminates crime would argue itself right out of a budget. A military branch advocating for massive defense cuts loses its contractors and congressional backing. So these institutions constantly find ways to justify their own necessity. Incarceration expands to fill the available cells. Threat assessments inflate to match existing surveillance tech. They are structurally incentivized to manage problems rather than solve them. Even at the top of the hierarchy, the pressure of the game turns the players into its servants. Every king and rook is locked into a cycle of extraction and self-perpetuation, just to avoid being captured by the piece next to them. Moving diagonally across the board, we find the bishops, media organizations, think tanks, and social algorithms. Their life or death relies entirely on the attention economy. Any platform that serves up complex, challenging coverage loses audience to competitors pushing simple, emotionally validating outrage. To stay in business, they retreat into partisan echo chambers, steadily dissolving the shared reality we need to function. Then there are the knights, the political strategists, lawyers, and lobbyists. Their entire economic value relies on navigating systemic complexity. If a lobbying firm simplifies the tax code, or a lawyer makes legal processes easily accessible to everyday people, they cut their own billable hours. So they add another carve-out, another loophole, another obscure requirement. The very organizations built to inform the public and govern our lives end up creating a maze of red tape and fractured truths, leaving citizens locked out of the democratic process. The professional managerial class, the queens, experience the most acute psychological trap. They are highly educated and often see exactly how the machine is extracting value from everyone beneath them. But a doctor who refuses to upcode billing or a manager who pushes back against dehumanizing productivity metrics is quickly replaced by someone willing to play along. Ethical constraints are punished with competitive disadvantage. Finally, the pawns, the working class. There are 8 pawns for every other piece, the only group with the numerical strength to restructure the entire game. Yet, organizing collectively risks their employment and safety. The rational calculation is focusing energy on personal promotion instead. The system allows a very specific amount of individual upward mobility. It happens just often enough to make the dream credible, keeping people focused on their own solitary climb. The majority of society is kept neutralized, sustaining the board's structure through their own sensible, everyday ambition. When you pull back, you see how all these rational, individual moves form an interlocking network of traps. The king captures the regulators, starving the state of the resources needed to maintain the stable markets their own businesses require. The bishop chases engagement by destroying factual reality, making it impossible for the knight to coordinate any kind of democratic governance. The queen extracts maximum value from the pawns, bleeding the civic energy and consumer purchasing power that the Queen's own professional services depend on. Every piece makes a rational move, and every move makes the situation worse for everyone else. No individual piece can stop without being consumed by the player right behind them. Every rational move contributes to a collective suicide pact, damaging the entire board to save a single piece. This is why hunting for a secret cabal in a smoke-filled room is a dead end. Believing in an all-powerful conspiracy is emotionally satisfying, but it leaves us paralyzed. If the kings were completely unified and intentional, we would have no leverage. But if everyone is caught in the same trap, the solution is to redesign the architecture of the board itself. We must change the incendi. Recognizing the trap allows us to stop looking for villains to remove and start looking for a better board to build.